How do? Hope you're well. I came down the allotment today to do a few jobs, but it looks really good there, doesn't it? It's not so good there. There's a storm front moving in, and I really don't want to get caught down here in hail and possibly a thunderstorm because we had hail yesterday and it was horrible. But one good thing, I came down, the buzzard was hunting over the allotments, and I've talked about it for so long, and I've finally been able to catch it on camera. Now, I didn't get any strikes or takes of the pigeons or rats, because he does take rats down here as well. It's one of the reasons I try to tell people don't put poison down. I say he or she, I'm not sure which is male or female buzzard, but it was hunting over the plot, and the pigeons scattered, and it come swooping in, and then I turned up, and to be fair, it wasn't that scared, but you could see that it started to go higher then. And then it darted off towards the cottages that way, over towards that oak, I can't get my finger on it, that oak tree, swooped in, just dived below, then it come back up, it didn't have anything. So cool, so cool. Anyway, I've got myself some garlic, because I'm going to make a bit of garlic mayonnaise, and that's it really. Everything's looking good. I need to do some weeding though now and cut my grass, but it's been so wet the last few days, and it's been so cold. I think it's like 8 degrees at the moment, and it's just starting to rain. So I'm off, so catch you in a bit. Got some garlic anyway. Right, see if I can beat this rain. Back to the car. That shaking is me shivering because it's so cold. Temperature's just dropped by about 4 degrees. Ah, and it's just started to hail a little bit. A little bit. Thankfully, it's just a sleety, horrible hail, and it wasn't too stingy. Anyway, let's get cracking, shall we? Definitely not allotmenting weather today, is it? Drawing day today, maybe. Maybe go to the pub and do some drawing. Honestly, the weather recently has been such a mixed bag, hasn't it? 1 minute it's cold, the next minute it's warm. It's not been great, has it, for sowing seeds and getting things going. This is the skinny allotment, and they are some daisies. I do like my daisies and my achillea for the wildflowers. That is some rapeseed that's come from somewhere, and obviously my kale, my rhubarb and my lavender. If you can remember, I was down here a few weeks ago doing some weeding, and as you can see, the weeds start to grow back. But this has been done on purpose, because once you've weeded, you will bring weed seeds to the surface, and it's best to go down and hoe them off. And I will probably go down there again and hoe them off and do this 3 or 4 more times, and I have plenty of time because this is going to be my pumpkin bed. As you can see, after it's been hoed off again, it looks pretty good. I'm not too worried about leaving those weeds on top. The ones that re-root again, re-root, it's an interesting word, isn't it? They will be hoed off next time I come to the plot, and I want to hoe it multiple times because I want to kill as many of those off as possible. I also built some frames over my wildflowers, so hopefully it'll support them, because last year they got a bit floppy, and I don't really want them flopping into the path because then I have to cut them off or tie them back. So this time I'm trying to do it first. Back home in the garden, I've realised that there's a self-seeding elderflower, which hopefully I'm going to get some flowers from that. And also there was a squirrel hopping about. I think it was in the nests stealing eggs, but the birds were going crazy. You can't see it on my phone, but it was centre of shot, jumping from branch to branch, and the birds, including the magpie, swooped in and had a bit of a go at it. So yeah, I think the squirrel was being naughty, but that is nature. Anyway, somebody asked for a bit of a detailed tour of my garden. So that's the pear tree. That's the pear tree. You saw the polytunnel at the top. It needs a new cover on it, by the way. Here is a plum tree on the right hand side there. I just pack it in with wildflowers and lupins, daylilies, geraniums. To be perfectly honest, I don't know the name of all my plants. They are calendula, because I just grow what I notice the bees like. All the purple flowers are mountain cornflower. These are bog standard strawberries that I just dot around the garden, and they always do really well actually. I get 4, 5, maybe 6 punnets off these pots in the back garden. and a punnet of strawberries now is, it's what, that about £4 for organic ones. This is thyme. I think it's a type of lemon thyme. Bees love that. That pink thing, I can't remember what it is, but they grow everywhere in my garden, and the bees love that too. I think it's a wildflower. Council have just started leaving it in hedgerows, which is really cool. The back there, oh, that's my Taunton Dean kale. The back there is some potatoes with some poppies growing in them. I'm just going to leave them till the potatoes or the poppies die. This, I have no idea. It's a wildflower. Again, the bees love it, and it grows really tall, which is perfect for my garden because I'm in shade. This bit here is just a hanging basket. It's got chives and parsley in. That's a honeysuckle. There is some, what are they called? Not hydrangeas, are they? They are hellebores. That's it, some hellebores down in the corner there. I have a thistle, because you know I like thistles. They attract butterflies. And that's my wildlife pond, which normally does really well. But sadly this year the small lilies decided to die off. So yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. I got a couple of bird boxes, more hellebores, and that's it really. I've got quite a scruffy garden which is full of bees, butterflies, and all random things, but I like it. So yeah, it's an easy job. It's easy to maintain because nature does it all for me. And this is the area where I sit. As you can see, I've got more kale plants. I like this Taunton Dean kale. It roots so easy. It really does. I've planted coriander and rocket in those baskets. It normally does quite well, even though it's pretty shady. I find that coriander doesn't want blazing sun. I think it quite likes a shady spot as long as it gets a good amount of sun. And as you can see, middle of the day, well, just after middle of the day, it's a lovely little spot to sit this, to have a beer or a glass of water in this case. Watch the world go by and admire my garden as the bees, butterflies and the occasional naughty squirrel take full advantage of it. These are the tomatoes that were grown in the takeaway containers behind the TV, and as you can see they're doing well. I like to give them a shake and I like to run my hands through it because it simulates, yes that's it, simulates wind. You also have to give them a turn around. Haha! And there's one of the local cats. Yes, spoke too soon. Here's the footage that I was supposed to talk over earlier. These are the tomatoes from a few weeks ago that came from behind the TV in Chinese takeaway containers. I know they're Chinese takeaway containers because the local Indian uses aluminium ones, which I much prefer takeaways did. But the Chinese is just, what can I say? And there's a bee fly. I do love a bee fly.
I've not seen one that colour before.
No, neither have I.
It's not one of those that they've told you to report.
Now I think there's been a considerable drop in bees this year, like really noticeable. I don't know what it's been like in your area, but I think it's pretty worrying to be fair. This is the tomatoes a few days on. As you can see, they do lean towards the light quite a bit, especially if you haven't got bay windows and conservatory and stuff. So you must flip them around and give them a bit of a wiggle so they think they're outside. Basically what you have to do. I have also started some pumpkins behind the TV again in takeaway containers, and I have had germination success because I wouldn't get this outside because the temperature's dropping too low still, and I've had some failures outside already with pumpkin seed. And now this is proof. This is proof that I do get that blue butterfly in my garden. Now sorry for the footage because I filmed it on a potato, but yeah, proof that there is these butterflies coming for the thistles and whatever else they like to my garden. So yes, yeah, I love my front garden, I really do. It's packed full of plants. When we have bees, it's normally packed full of bees. Normally in May, that is buzzing with bees, and you can hear it over the camera. And I put plants everywhere. This one's growing through the bench, and I just let it do its thing. But bees are well down this year, they really are. But I am happy about having the blue butterfly because on film, because it's proof. It's proof to you all that it does come to my garden. And I like to think quite a few things come to my garden. I've seen the hawk. Obviously, I think that comes for the sparrows more than the wildflowers. But I like to think that the wildflowers encourage the sparrows to come to my garden. Although I do think that's probably the bird bath because they do spend a lot of time in the bird bath. But this is the spot in the garden where I spend most of my time having a cup of tea, eating breakfast and just trying to chill out because it gets the morning sun and it's a lovely spot. And I know some people think it's messy, and I always get comments below saying it's messy and this, that and the other, but it really pops with colour. I know it's hard to come across on the TV screen or the phone screen, but you've got pinks and your blues, you've got lilacs, you've got purples, you've got reds, you've got yellows, you've got all the different shades of greens, and I absolutely love it. One thing I have noticed is with the forget-me-nots, they've all got yellow centres, which tells me that they haven't been had by bees. The pollen hasn't been taken, which to me is another sign of the lack of bees. And by the way, that's a herb Robert plant. I think Death Come Quickly is the name. Don't plant it in your garden because it's absolutely awful. It stinks, and once you've got it, you'll never get rid of it. Although by all accounts it is a good wildflower for insects and other things, but I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Morning all, how are you doing? It's a lovely sound, isn't it? Lovely sound. Down the allotment today, it's not about 6:30. Been trimming for a while to tidy up before the bank holiday, but check this out. Doing a good job trimming, look, getting it nice and tidy. But check this out. I'm not going to touch it. I'm pretty sure that's owl poo. Some kind of bird of prey poo anyway. Could be buzzard. But something has perched here, which I think is well cool. It's perched there and it's had a poo. Oh dear. I'm such a geek, aren't I? I'm such a geek. But I've trimmed today. And as you can see, I've left these patches here with the flowers in. I'm sure someone will probably end up kicking them or cutting them off or something. But there it is. I've left the 2 patches there and there. See if they go to seed and make more, if they go to seed like that. But come down this morning and someone had left their hose connected and running, so I'm a bit squelchy here today. A bit squelchy. I don't know how you forget that, but someone obviously did. But yeah, I think we're looking alright, aren't we? Looking alright. Nice and trimmed on Saturday the 23rd of May. Quite happy about that. Right, time to crack on. They obviously close at night. That's quite cool because they were open earlier on, yesterday, and now they're closed. That's really cool. I like that. I really do like that. How do, folks? Sorry if you're squeamish. Look at that. Probably can't see it just as well. Nicked myself on the secateurs, getting them out of my bag. They'd popped open. Yeah. That's the first thing I did today. Let's hope things improve from there. It's not a deep one, but it's so annoying. Thankfully it's my left hand. Right, things to do today. We've got to select the thistles we're keeping, like that one and the poppy next to it, and then we've got to get rid of the thistles that are on the path. General tidy up, leave the wildflowers, tie things back, and just nip off general weeding. There's quite a bit going on actually. Loads of veggies up, mint, potatoes. They look like they're going to start budding up to flower soon. I am hoping at that cold spell. Oh, look at that! Loads of ladybirds this year. Loads of them doing their job as well. Doing their job. Another one there, 2. It's very peaceful. Right, let's get tidying. God, those potatoes are doing good too. Bit of bindweed in them. Take that out. Right, let's get cracking. Sod's law. I've now ripped my trousers. Beautiful. Right, shall we do a quick plot tour before I leave then? Here goes. Right, so we have blackcurrant. I don't think my yacon survived, but there should be a yacon in there. I think the frost had it. Another blackcurrant. Asparagus going to seed because that needs a year to rest. We have lemon balm and an apple tree. In that tub there we had the tulips that flowered in the springtime, and currently we have garlic. Nothing in there yet, but that's where the beans are going to be. Not decided what to put in there yet. Those 2 pots there are potatoes. That's my, I think it's Yara Gold apple tree. I've got them written down somewhere. Under there we have yellow raspberries, lemon balm, yellow raspberries. Obviously we have my thistles to attract my butterflies. You should see this place in the summertime. I do love that. We have these, which is salsify, and they've got amazing flowers and the bees love them. In here, more raspberries. More raspberries. Beans are going to go in there. More raspberries. Black currants. This is amazing. The back there is going to be potatoes. There's also, it's not comfrey, is it? Borage for fertiliser. Obviously the wildlife area. Marsh something or other. Yellow flower. Rooks of potatoes in there. What, 9, 12, 14 pots of potatoes. Apple tree. Rhubarb underneath it. This needs weeding, but that is Jerusalem artichoke. Not too worried about that because it's only cleavers and it makes good compost. Burdock down there, compost. In there, look, in there. It looks a mess, doesn't it? But in there, that's my kale plants that have been protected from the pigeons. All this needs weeding out and the kale's going to get planted in there. That had daffodils in it, now needs something else in it. That is a golden delicious apple tree. More potatoes. Best thing about these potatoes, these are all sunflower seeds that have self-set. I don't need to sow any sunflower seeds this year because I've got rooks of the buggers popping up. Another apple tree. That's the compost I've started, as you can remember. So we're on a rotation system. And the compost I made 2 years ago is now growing these amazing potatoes. We've got potato flowers. I've got potato flowers already. Have you? Have you? Look at these. I'm just a few weeks away from new potatoes. Ha ha! This is a thornless blackberry and I love it because look, no thorns, no thorns. I can just let that go nuts and harvest. More rhubarb. That is horseradish. We have, looks like a grapevine or a currant growing there. See the sunflowers in with the potatoes. More sunflowers, more potatoes coming through. More sunflowers. Strawberries. I have strawberries already. More sunflowers. Obviously nettles growing because they go in. Oh, look at the spiders in there. Oh, it's freaked me out a little bit, that has. But that's fertiliser. Look at the poppy. Look at the poppy. That's a beaut. Absolute beaut of a poppy. Wow. I'd not noticed how tall that had grown. Wow. Well happy about that. Ah, look, my nan's rose. It's really popping now. Look at those colours. I mean, even the camera doesn't do it justice. There's ants on there. Hunting aphids probably. More poppies. I'd seen these. I knew they were big. More potatoes. More potatoes. Grapevine is grapevining away. Look at all those. And then in there we got the bed ready for some tomatoes or cucumbers. And now you've seen this bit because we're back in the corner again. But what a lovely day this is going to be. So that is a whistle-stop tour of the allotment. And everything's going really good. Going really good. I'm chuffed at the moment because I got food coming up, romping away. That's the word I'm looking for, romping away. I can't believe I've got potato flowers. Potato flowers. Everyone else is really struggling around the country. I've seen the YouTubes. I've got potato flowers. Yeah. And that's in the homegrown compost. And that's a new thing I've been trialing. A new thing. And I'm going to make a video about that because I think I've cracked potatoes. The easiest way to grow potatoes. And don't get me wrong, they might not be the best harvest yet, but talk about effort, they're literally effortless potatoes. I'm so chuffed, and I'm so chuffed. Right, before too many people come down here, because it's bank holiday weekend, and I don't really like being down here when there's loads of people, I'm going to shoot off. But yeah, done my trimming, so I'm happy about that.